Hello and welcome to episode 3 of our podcast Chaps. This one's titled Referendums because we're going to talk about referendums. Would Scotland leave if they get another bite of the cherry to be an independent state?
I think they would bottle it again. I think it would be close and they'd bottle it. But when it comes down to it, they bottle it.
Bottle it!
like it's Southgate's penalty in 96. Democratic decision for the whole country to have, they've bottled it.
Bottled it, yeah.
All the thing will be, they're giving it the big one, they're going to leave, and it gets down to it, and I don't think they will. But then again, I thought the same about Brexit, so...
Scotland had the 62% Remain vote in the referendum. Do you think Nicola Sturgeon wants to move this Scottish indie ref forward because of that? Scott?
It's obviously it's a goal in the long term, but to be honest, it's about her only goal in politics. So she'd use any excuse to actually push that referendum. She needs to be careful because I heard a stat this week that something like 30% out of the SNP members voted to leave the EU. So using that as a kind of the catalyst for this is probably just dilute her voter base. But she's obviously going to take it on. I don't think Westminster will approve it, so I think they'll have a referendum, but it won't be binding. It'll just be a kind of let's have a referendum, but that's what happened with the EU and look what happened there. So.
I've been to Scotland and it wasn't particularly pleasant.
You can still go. you can still go.
I'm going to disagree that Scotland isn't very nice. I think Scotland's absolutely.
I went to Ayr. No, what?
Fucking of all the places to start off.
It's like a holiday park, like Butlins or something like that.
You're going to hate anywhere if it's a fucking holiday park.
I suppose.
Theresa May's got this weird kind of situation on her hands where she's going to have to spend the next 2 years telling Scotland they should stay part of their biggest trading partner and that they should stay part of a union and that they don't need to be their own independent sovereign nation, whilst telling us that that's exactly what we need.
I think the most pressing issue really is who has the better legs.
I know you love the tournaments in the summer because I've seen you go absolutely apeshit when Lampard's goal against Germany and that ball on the feet got disallowed.
I think.
What did you do, by the way?
I smashed a chair on. I still enjoy it as a neutral, but to support England, I'm a bit detached now. Even though I'm English, it's sort of like I don't really care.
I don't believe that.
Since that day.
How did you feel in the 2016 European Championships?
It was expected. I didn't care.
Even again,
I honestly didn't watch
not even that hopeless sense of optimism that just enters you.
I knew it was going to happen.
Genuinely.
Rooney was just there. You just thought, what are you doing? I genuinely think against Iceland, I could have done a similar job.
I've seen the state of Seamus Coleman's leg. What did you think of the tackle? Do you think it was malicious
No.
by Neil Taylor?
And everyone's going to say it's because you're Welsh, but genuinely it was like a full-on 50-50 and he broke his leg. If he hadn't broke his leg, no one talked about it, it was 50-50, but
It's totally 50-50.
Shit happened, Seamus Coleman.
You were in the ground, could you see that was a bad tackle? Did you see that Coleman was fucked straight away?
Just before I go any further, the Aviva Stadium is the worst stadium I've ever been to in my life. You can't see, you have to watch the screen, because it's like 3 tiers and then there's 20 rows at the back. It's like they ran out of money. And I was looking at Twitter on the way out of the ground and felt a bit sad, but no, it's one of those tackles that it was a full-blooded game, to be honest. It was both sides. I know Chris Coleman's had a lot of stick for what he said, but
I thought it was a terrible tackle.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I go away, cruel invader. Go back over the ball. You're in Wales now, man.
I'm fucking furious because he's out for the rest of the season. Not only am I furious about Seamus Coleman's injury, he's out for the rest of the season. Funes Mori's now out for the rest of the season as well. That's half of our fucking defence.
that's how bad Neil Taylor's tackle was.
I don't know if it's specific to Facebook. That's where I tend to see it most. Why do people like Facebook posts that say, for example, 10 women who will have a baby next year with 10 women's names listed in the post? You tag your friend, and hilarity ensues. What are these things, Ben?
Fuck knows. I don't know.
What are the funniest examples you've seen of this? Gaz, please take over, because I know you saw one. It's about Disneyland or something.
Was it 10 women who deserve to go to Disneyland? And then two people that I went to school with Sorry if you're watching, but
They're probably
They
not.
can't, hey, listen, they can't see you. So,
yeah, well, they were complaining that they're not on the list, and one of them actually wrote, "Never on bloody anything."
I used to love it.
I've only ever watched one WrestleMania live, and we watched it at Mark's house actually, and two of our mutual friends called Shane McManaman and called Baptista.
In fairness to WrestleMania, like obviously the WWE is a huge company, they really do put on like an epic show. Have you seen the set?
Yeah.
I agree with it. They've got a roller coaster. It does look amazing, and you know, I imagine going to it and they have a full week leading up to it is like really exciting. But have you ever looked at it from a cynical view, Ben? Have you ever looked at it and think, what the fuck is this?
No, because we all, I think I speak for, well, I don't know about you, Ward, but most of us in this room grew up watching wrestling and adoring it.
Yeah, I was the Ultimate Warrior at a fancy dress party in work.
You
I
know
was
what?
sold Kaiboge, I had to wear a top, so I had it tucked in my boot in case he threw me out. I turned up to Chester Racecourse in a pair of undies.
The Undertaker, one of the best of all time, is fighting the new hotshot Roman Reigns, the face of the company. Who's gonna win, Ben?
I've been
Please just
watching
pick
it.
someone.
Undertaker.
Why?
Why? Because
Fucking dead man.
I haven't watched it in years. I saw Roman Reigns when I went to see it live, and he was really dull. So I'm hoping that Undertaker smashes him for being so boring.
Very briefly then, out of all the acts announced today, who intrigues you the most?
Katy Perry.
Really?
Katy Perry would be fucking brilliant.
I think my main problem with Katy Perry, considering she's a pop singer, she ain't that good at singing.
I Barry Gibb.
Yeah, Barry Gibb.
On his own, I don't know how that's going.
It's not just on his own, just singing to a backing track. It's like
Bee Gees, isn't it?
like it's the Carlton Club on a Friday night.
Like, wasn't he with Coldplay last year?
Yeah.
That was crap.
Did it sound like he was in the Carlton Club?
It was bad. It was because I quite like the Bee Gees, and his voice is gone.
Has it?
I think so. It's gone.
Do you think
Nothing
it's
without the other two.
fair to wheel a decrepit old singer out just for one last hurrah?
It's his own choice. He's a sentient being.
And then I think about 1,000 bands and artists play Glastonbury every year.
200 million.
Is it? Well done.
Every year.
We get.
Oh, I missed that.
Royal Blood returning,
Yeah.
so I'd be quite.
Father John Misty.
Yeah, him as well.
Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, for Glastonbury, like, you could see Father John Misty fucking anywhere. Come on.
Yeah, I
pick
suppose.
like Anderson .Paak or something fucking cool, like.
That's why I thought Royal
Yes,
Blood.
sir. If you're going to be in
Royal Blood,
They'll probably play before Glasgow, but it's a bit of a return from, isn't it?
Royal Blood.
Yeah.
Are you actually saying that you're excited to see Royal Blood?
I just want to see what happens. I'm allowed to say that.
They're going to come on stage and
Let's shut down
be
the
a
Glastonbury.
sixth form band again.
Let's shut down Glastonbury.
Twice as bad.
Grim has spoken.
Yeah.
Fucking Royal
You
Blood.
can't watch
Royal
Katy
Blood.
Perry anywhere over
You know
in
what?
Glastonbury.
Katy Perry is 1,000 times more exciting than Royal Blood.
Oh, I'll tell you what, for the benefit of anyone that isn't watching the video and listening to the audio, Griff's vision on music, just look at his shirt, explains it all. Anyway, pissing me off now.
Yeah, alright. Speaking of that, man, couldn't be more fucking top man if you tried. You know you're allowed to be wrong.
You're a brother away, you're a mother, you're staying alive, staying alive. Feel the city breaking down.